Welcome to this episode of our eight-part mini-series. This episode will be about Leonardo. Our other bearded dragon. Our last episode was Michelangelo. This is Leonardo. We named two of our bearded dragons after Ninja Turtles. He has a little MBD. Trust me, don't comment about that because we know that he has MBD and he looks a little funky, but that's what makes him special.
So we rescued him. We had a friend that saw that we got some reptiles for Christmas, and they reached out to me. It was their daughters. Their daughter's now off in college. The guy that gave them to me was a police officer also, and they were very busy people. So he asked me if I would take over their lizard and take care of him. So that's another reason we went with Leonardo, also because he came from a police officer. So Leo felt like it fit him very well. But we've had him. Yes, when we first got him, he didn't like his greens at all.
Yeah, and now he's the first one to be eating them every morning. Yep. He loves them.
Every morning. He's the first one awake when I feed them breakfast in the morning. Yeah. They have a routine. I wake up for work. I feed them at about 6:30 in the morning every morning. And he's always up waiting on his food, unlike the rest of them.
He's the second you turn on his lights, he moves over there and he just sits there waiting very patiently for his salad.
I added some bee pollen to his greens and he started eating them up. Now he eats them either way, whether they have the bee pollen or not. He's really come a long way since we first got him. He's gotten a lot bigger. He's able to use his leg muscles a lot more.
Every day that we can, it's usually every day to every 4 days because we get busy sometimes. But every time that we can, we get him out and we let him run around on the carpet. And because he can run around pretty well like a normal bearded dragon on the carpet, but he can't do it on the tile because it's too slippery.
He mainly struggles with his balance. He has the strength to get up and move around just fine, but I think the MBD makes it hard for him to balance a little bit. So he struggles on the tile where it's slippery, but where he has traction, he gets around just fine. He gets around his tank just fine. He eats and hunts just fine.
Right back here, this is his home. This is where he spends most of his day in. We have a perch that he really likes. That perch, it's like the perfect perch. We've been trying to find a piece of wood just like that for our other bearded dragons that I think would really like that too. As you can see back here, that's Mikey's cage over there with a blanket. It's covered. Because we like to take precautions whenever we get one bearded dragon out or one lizard out. We cover the others up because if they see each other, they get really black bearded. As we explained in the Michelangelo episode, they have a black beard whenever they get angry, and then they do this thing called head bobbing, where they just basically do this.
Yes, they get very angry when they see each other because they're very territorial and they don't tend to like the other lizards or dragons. So,
So if you do have bearded dragons and you're new to bearded dragon owners, I would not recommend. Please do not do this because there's a good chance that one of them might die from them fighting. Please do not house two or more bearded dragons together. Try to keep it to one per tank because it's very common that I see people that are like, it won't happen, it can't happen to my bearded dragons because they grew up with each other. It's very possible. I've heard people, they come home and one bearded dragon's missing a leg or it's dead. And there's a bunch of things that can happen whenever you house them together because they tend to not like other bearded dragons.
that is true, yes. There is exceptions, of course, but rule of thumb is just don't do it. Don't put them together. It's not good for them to be stressed out all the time. They just fight for resources. If you have a really huge enclosure, like a zoo enclosure or something, then maybe it's possible where they have plenty of different resources and basking spots, but most normal people like us can't afford to set up something like that and don't have those types of setups.
If you're putting them in like a normal 4x2x2, then I would try to keep it to strictly just one. It doesn't matter if they grew up together, there's a good chance that they will fight and one of them might die.
And all of our bearded dragons are male as far as we know, so they definitely are not okay with each other.
They're, like, one of the exceptions would be if you're breeding them, because you have to put two in the same enclosure to breed them. But even then, it's risky. That's why some people choose not to breed bearded dragons, because sometimes they can kill each other while mating.
Well, that's about it for our episode on Leonardo.
Here's
All right, so we've met Michelangelo. This was Leonardo. And next week we will have another part to our series.
There's a close-up. It's okay. Close-up of him. He's very curious right now, looking around. He has some bugs in his enclosure that hasn't eaten.
Yep, so I'm going to put him back in there and see if he'll get to his bugs now that we've got him out a little bit.
Because Michelangelo, he usually, whenever we get him out and we let him run around, he goes in there and he immediately goes to sleep. And it's the same with Leo.
No.
Bugs. Oh, and I'm going to tell you about this really crazy story really quick to end off the video. But we were cleaning his cage yesterday and we found like 5 huge dubia roaches that apparently they would eat some salad and they'd run and hide, then they'd eat some salad and run and hide. So they stayed there for a good couple of weeks just hiding and eating and hiding and eating, and they were like this big. They were big.
We usually feed them the medium dubia roaches. They're like a ½ inch long. This thing was at least an inch long. They were huge.
They were huge. I was surprised on how big, because I didn't even think dubia roaches could get that big. But surprisingly, they can if you let them eat and eat and eat and eat. But anyway, I think that's gonna wrap off this video. And anyways, we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Make sure you like and subscribe to check out the rest of the collection. Thanks.